Buenos dias, pony lovers. I'm currently having an identity crisis, and I wanted to discuss today some tips on how to run a webcomic. Keep in mind, these things are stuff that I've learned, and they work best for me, so feel free to take my advice with a grain of salt and to modify them to suit your own goals and limitations. Number 1. Establish the genre of your comic early on. Within the first arc, chapter, or post, whatever your format is, be it a traditional comic or a Tumblr-esque blog, I would try to establish what this blog is about, what sort of things it's going to be touching on pretty early on. I say this mostly because so you can get the people who like that kind of stuff to come find you and they'll want to stay for more if like, oh hey, this person is drawing some cute stuff, or they're drawing really intense stuff, or they're like action and stuff. Like whether your stuff is like comedy, horror, drama, setting the tone is pretty important, like just in general, and people can tend to be pretty fickle about what they eat, what kind of media they ingest and keep ingesting. Number 2, figure out the style of your comic. I say this because some people will want to go like, oh, I'm gonna make a super detailed comic, it's gonna be so awesome, it's gonna have lighting and shadowing and such and intense line art. I would try to be a bit more realistic and keep the style something simple enough for you to replicate for like many times over. Detailed comics are nice, like they're really pretty and stuff, but unless you have a team of people working on your comic and not just you, I would recommend just trying to do something simple. Mainly because you'll get tired and you'll not want to actually finish your comic if it's such a so time consuming on you. I used to do Arrow updates with color line art, and even though that would take maybe like an extra 30 minutes per panel, it was just so tedious and annoying for me. It was so awful, like I hated it. So like last year I decided, hey, I'm just going to leave the line art black and add some little shadows here and there to make up for the lack of that little extra detail. And it's been a lot better for me. My style may not replicate the show's style as well, but I like it better this way. The next thing I would advise is to schedule posts and create a buffer. For me, I tend to schedule posts and create a buffer. For me, I tend to either update on Friday or Saturday at around 5 p.m. and then the next day I'll free blog it at noon, so that people from different time zones can see it. Having a set of days where people are for sure going to guess when you're going to post a page or a new panel to your comic or blog is pretty important, because it means that people will consistently come back to your comic and blog to read, to see if there's been an update. It's also important to have a backlog of at least 1 or 2 updates. Mainly because it's so you can have some breathing room to work on other art, maybe make some more updates, or just, relax. The next piece of advice I would want to give you is don't overwork yourself. Burnout sucks, and you don't want it affecting your comic. Pace yourself and take proper breaks. For me, I will script out several updates one day, sketch and ink 1 update's worth of panels the next, and then color it and add text the next day. So it's 3 days of work spread out evenly. That's about like 5 to 6 hours broken up into 3 days. I could do one day where I did all of that, but I spread it out evenly so that I wouldn't overwork myself in just one. The last piece of advice I can give you is to actually enjoy what you're doing. Don't go clout chasing. It's not worth it. The idealization of popularity within fandom and communities is so toxic. Like, it will just lead to more bad things than good. What you really want is recognition for your stuff, which is what I tend to strive for, at least nowadays. And the best way to do that is to engage within art communities and groups and stuff to promote your artwork and others' artwork as well. So yeah, that's the best advice I can give for people that want to go into making comics or Tumblr askwlogs. If you want more videos like this, just let me know in the comments. Or if you have any questions or topics you want me to talk about, you can do that too. Or not. Fuck it, I'm not your mom. Be sure to subscribe to my videos and stuff. Support my Patreon, follow my stuff on Twitter and Tumblr, and read my comic. Yeah.